From the West Coast to the South, we take a trip down to the home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in sunny Tampa Bay, Raymond James Stadium for round 2 of Monster Beam Madness. I'm your co-host, Pain34, and I'm here with AA99, and we're preparing for a wonderful show here tonight.
Hey, it's good to be back. It's been a while since we were out jumping all across the stadiums around the world. San Diego was the last time that we did something like this, and that was quite a few months ago. But now we are back. We have 12 more trucks with us here tonight. There's a lot more to be desired from what we saw last time at San Diego. A lot of tricks that we felt that we could have seen a lot more of, but all in all, it was a great show, and we're looking for something just like that here tonight.
As we pan around the track here, we got a lot of very high velocity jumps here, hoping we can get some big air here, as you saw the morning backflip as we take a look through of all of our competitors here today, as well as a newcomer, Adrenaline Junkie, making his debut tonight, and that is a beautiful truck, I must say. Looking to have a great showing here tonight.
Kind of reminds me of Northern Nightmare with that design, doesn't it? But you know, this truck, it did great in its local series, and it's actually going to be the first one out here today. We're going to see how he does in the Dodge.
He comes out flying and immediately going for the big air here into a stoppie. Wow, great first trick here to start off the night. And he's out here to show us that he can hang with the big dogs.
I'm going to need some of those brakes on my car, dude. Do you have any idea how hard it is to come to a stop on two wheels that quick? That was insane.
Oh yeah, but you might not want to use the ones off this truck after tonight's tricks.
Definitely going to have a little bit more than dirt in the track at the end of the night. Going to have a lot of brake dust as we see him going over the racing ramp, trying to find his footing. We're just working the track in right now. It is unfortunate that he has to be the first one out, but then again, he is the rookie. He doesn't really have any stand in the points as of right now, so that means that he is going to be one of the first ones out. But with that being said, he's, again, like I said, trying to find his footing, hitting all the jumps he can, trying to get as much of a score as he can as he goes into another stoppie.
Another stop, yeah, I see that. And yeah, definitely drew the short stick here, starting a little later than the other trucks, but you know, he's not doing too bad here. As well, almost had to swap up my words there. He had a little rocky landing almost into the barriers, but you know, for a rookie, for him making his debut here at such a big stage, you know, he's not doing too bad for himself.
Yeah, he was out in the local series. Oh, and he's tipping over.
Can he bring it back?
It's gonna be a no with 26 seconds left on the clock, and he tips over, and that's gonna end his run.
Yeah, it's that unfortunate way to end it for the rookie, but that's just how it goes sometimes. Off to an eventful start, though, I must say. His first trick out, jumped the pod into a stoppie. I haven't seen much of that lately, but hey, you know,
it was definitely definitely impressive. As obviously he scored first with a 13.5, a bit of a different point system this time around than we had last time. This time the max score that you can get is 20, but as of right now, 13.5 is what we have him at. And yeah, there you go. That was Adrenaline Junkie.
As we got him pulled back, and he's going to go around for the fans one more time before going away. Not bad for the rookie, but I'm sure he definitely wanted more. As our next competitor is out, and this is going to be
Big Kahuna.
Big Kahuna. More of a wild card in this series. A guy who gets all of his truck and a little bit extra sometimes too. He's going to go for the jump, lands on two wheels.
A little crooked there.
Rocky there.
He's just going to try and swing it around, isn't he?
Yeah, and you know, some of the guys in the garage, I went walking around talking to some of the drivers. A name has starting to come around for Big Kahuna. They call him Freestyle just because you never know what's going to come next from him. And he's either finishing his run or destroying the truck. There's not really much in between with this guy.
You either finish on your hood with no body panels, or you finish on your on 4 tires next to the backflip ramp after a beautiful attempt, but you know, it truly is a roll of the dice when it comes to this truck, trying to figure out if he's going to put on a show or if he's going to put on some extra work hours for his crew.
Yeah, the crew aren't too much fans of his driving style, but I can tell you the fans and me and Double A here up here in the booth are loving it. As already we got panels flying off of the big Kahuna truck.
That's probably
He's
going to
going
get
ahead and
sold
done
on
around.
eBay here in a few hours, but nonetheless, Big Kahuna coming out with a big impact already. Already beaten the Adrenaline Junkie run, I would say, as he goes into a power stoppie. What about that?
Big Kahuna taking the rookie's trick and showing that, hey, you're not the only one that can do this. He's going to spin it back around. He's going to go back over the step up ramp here. And a little bit of a safer run from Big Kahuna tonight. Not me, as he's going
Oh, you
off.
were saying? Oh my
God,
goodness, what a save!
wow, beautiful. But let me backtrack my statement a little bit. I was, he must have heard me up here in the booth. He's going to go on 2 wheels here. Now, unfortunately, tonight we did not run the 2-wheel skills. So, these guys want to get that little bug out of them during the freestyle, as Big Kahuna's run is going to come to an end here. He's going to finish out the time on 2 wheels here. A little bit of
Oh,
a
and
trick
he's
to the
going for the
fans.
Morgan backflip.
And he lands it. Let's see how the judges are going to rate that one. But a good run from Big Kahuna here, finishing the truck and keeping it relatively clean. The crew's going to love that tonight.
Yeah, just a couple body panels off, and you know, you see that one on the side starting to come off, but other than that, that was a beautiful run from Big Kahuna. We'll see if the judges take that backflip into account when it comes to their score, but a great run for Big Kahuna, and looks like they will. First place for Big Kahuna, nearly 10 more points extra than what Adrenaline Junkie got, so that's pretty big for Big Kahuna.
Yeah, big showing tonight for Big Kahuna, but we still have 10 more trucks to go through tonight, 10 more amazing trucks to go through tonight, and thanks to Big Kahuna, it's going to be a little bit looser dirt down here on the ground for them to move around a little bit better. As we see our next opponent here, Son of a Digger from the legendary lineup of Gravedigger trucks. He's looking to make his show out tonight. One of the better freestylers of the three trucks here. He's going to want to come and claim a championship tonight.
Absolutely. He's also one to really get some two-wheel skills in, but yet again, as we said earlier with Adrenaline Junkie, since he did not have any performance in the previous event, he is going to be one of the first ones out. Now, even though Big Kahuna and Adrenaline Junkie were able to pull off some of those two-wheel skills, I'd like to imagine that Son of a Digger probably will struggle just a little bit on it. I know that doesn't sound correct, but you know, he will have some issue with some two-wheel skills, as the other two were able to pull it off, but they weren't able to hold it for long.
And I see they weren't able to hold for long, but this is Son of a Digger we're talking about a little bit. He's gonna go on one wheel.
Miles, I'm corrected.
Two, and back on all fours. He's going to try it either way. It doesn't really matter what the track is for Son of a Digger. He's going to go on 2 wheels eventually tonight. We just saw our first taste of it there, although it might have been accidental that time.
Either way, that was on 2 wheels, and whether it was a save or not, that was an interesting and really cool looking trick. I bet the judges will like that.
Most definitely. He's going to go back on 2
boy.
wheels. A kickstand a little bit there on one hand.
Showing off his own version of two-wheel skills, as he just does not want to stay on 4 wheels tonight, doesn't he? As he's climbing over the pod like it's a rock climbing wall.
He tried to go into a stoppie right there, but just couldn't bring it in. And is he going to line up for the Morgan and Morgan backflip? Yes, he is.
There it goes.
Off the ramp.
And there it is. There's his
his
iconic stoppie after the backflip ramp. He's going to pull that off beautifully. You know what? What I said earlier about him not being able to do two-wheel skills, I will take that back. That was completely wrong on my part. As his time comes to an end, pulls off a stoppie at the end. That was a beautiful run.
I have zero complaints there. If I'm the judge, I'm giving this one first place by a landslide. Clearly our best run tonight so far.
Absolutely. Only our 3rd truck out, though, so we're only a 4th of the way through tonight. As again, like I said, 12 trucks in total. But yeah, Son of a Digger with a great run here tonight, definitely proving that he is here to belong. But we'll see how it stands up against the rest of the pack, as it is pretty early on. It is first place, 17.4. That is going to be the score to beat for the rest of the night.
And, you know, rightfully so. It definitely was a great run. Definitely setting the bar for the rest of these trucks to show off tonight. And this is what freestyle is all about. This is what freestyle should be here.
Absolutely, as he pulls back into the garage. And we're going to have our next truck coming out here. This is a truck that I feel like a lot of people underestimate sometimes. It's a really cool looking truck. It has a very cool story and a very cool features. But I feel like a lot of people don't really talk about it a whole lot. Dragon pulling off his iconic fire out of the nose, the fire-breathing dragon here to show off his wings.
And let's see how high he can fly here tonight. He got a pretty high bar to set after Son of a Digger's run. He's going to go playing it a little safe so far, taking a little jump over the pod. But, yeah, you know, Dragon, really fascinating story. I suggest all of you go look into it. A really cool truck, a really fun truck, especially with that flamethrower on the front. One of my personal favorites coming into the series.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You said playing it safe, didn't you? I don't know about that right now, but there goes. More two-wheel skills from Dragon. And another truck to mark down as pulling off some stoppies in their run.
Yeah, you know, with this lineup, I might have to remove the word safe from my vocabulary tonight. Let me go ahead and scratch those out my notes there. As he went on two wheels for a little bit there, going over the crush cars onto the pod.
Well, it's not even that either. We talked with some of the drivers before the show, and they said that after racing, that the dirt was really, it just didn't feel right. They didn't really know how to describe it, but they said it felt like doing tricks on it made it just a little bit trickier. So that might be why we're seeing some drivers take it safe at some points while still looking like they're nearly tipping over every 2 seconds.
As speaking of tipping over.
Oof. He's able to pull it back.
I don't even think any of the panel landed on the truck, but is there something wrong with it there? He's looking that front there.
I heard the truck over revving there for a second. That might be something, but we'll see how it plays out in the rest of the run. As there goes his nose.
And there goes the rest of the run as well.
Oh no.
The truck is off, and that's gonna end Dragon off early. Unfortunate ending to what was a pretty decent run from Dragon there.
A drivetrain gone on Dragon is what we're hearing.
Very unfortunate.
Well, that's going to end his run just a little bit early. He filled out the time as much as he could, only left a couple seconds left on the clock, but I still feel like that is a worthy performance for a solid top 5.
I agree. It was definitely a fun run watching. It was just unfortunate it ended off of the drivetrain there. And as we look at the save here, it was this trick right here that did him in. That just too much for the front axle. He's going to claim third, beating out Adrenaline Junkie, but just couldn't pass Big Kahuna there.
I won't even lie. I feel like that score should have at least gotten a 14 flat.
Yeah, but I guess there's a reason why we aren't the judges, huh, Double A?
Yeah, very well could be a solid reason why they wouldn't let us on the panel. But either way, one of the trucks that you guys did not see out in the field in the intro, El Diablo. This was one of the trucks out back finishing up some touches on that truck. This is a very iconic truck. I remember seeing this back in 2014 when I went into a local show. This was one of my favorite trucks from the get-go. I'm so glad to see it back.
One of your favorites, but I tell you, that face always gave me nightmares growing up as a child. Not the biggest fan of it, but let's see how it does here tonight. As he goes on two wheels around the ramps there, taking the track on two wheels, actually.
Boy, these guys are hungry for that two-wheel action, aren't they?
Most definitely. They missed the two-wheel skills, so they're going to show
already
out
in
here
trouble.
tonight.
And he loses his horns, and there it goes.
Yep, there goes another eBay buy. Y'all go ahead, hop online right now and find that.
It seems like everyone tonight is losing the front nose panel on their truck. No one able to really keep it in one piece. It looks like Sundigger was the only one that didn't lose any body panels at all.
And ironically enough, went first place. I'm starting to think these judges value the body panels more than they value the actual runs.
That could possibly be it, but then again, we saw Sundigger have so many more saves than the other trucks, so I'd like to imagine that it was just the composure and the like just the ability to keep the truck going after all of those runs, as we see a major leap from El Diablo. Yeah. My goodness.
Yeah, clean landing on top of that. Beautiful execution there.
Super soft landing from El Diablo.
I'll go over the ramp here, and honestly, this might be a podium finish here from El Diablo. Looking at these jumps here, he's gotten the most air, I believe, so far tonight.
Definitely been the most aggressive, I would say. But he's been putting on a lot here tonight.
And you know, with these freestyles, aggressiveness is what's going to possibly win you these things, you know.
Lining up for the APAC.
That's the time to inspire. His final trick, a backflip off the APAC.
Lands hard on his nose. He does it again. Kind of a corkscrew, but he's going to land it.
Great finish from El Diablo. Great run all around.
That could be a contender. That could be a contender for the lead.
I definitely agree. Let's see what the judges think here as we go through the replay again. And this was just a great run all around. He knows how to hit these ramps. Just air everywhere he took.
You see the highlights of him going on 2 wheels. Everybody trying to, you know, find something different to do. But the only different, a third only for El Diablo. I gotta say, that's shocking.
Oh, there goes your 14 that you wanted. At least you got that. But yeah, 3rd place, very shocking. Just not quite enough to beat out Big Kahuna and Son of a Digger. As it looks like he's gonna run away with so far.
Well, other than that, we're going to have our next run out here today, and this is a truck that a lot of people, I feel like, are big fans of. It is Kraken coming out here at Tampa Bay, trying to find out what he's able to do. This is yet again another truck that has not yet had a run with us yet, as he soars over the first pod, getting a little too fast, as he's going to have to back it up just to be able to continue. But, oh no, that was a good jump to start off.
Great jump. Well, yeah, almost was an end to his night here. And Kraken, I feel like, was a great bringing out for this show. You know, probably the most Florida truck you can get out of the lineup here. But he's gonna go into a stoppie on the pod here. Going to kiss the dirt there with the nose.
And it looks like his body panel is already gone. That nose, just tallying them up. Every single nose that we have tonight, you can get a 2-for-1 deal at the end of the night with everyone that lost their nose. As you see him climbing over the pod like Son of a Digger did earlier. But yeah, Kraken being one of those trucks to lose his nose. As he's gonna have a rough landing on the middle pod.
Ooh, that might have just took out the drive shaft there. But
you see a sway bar hanging as well.
You know, I think I should get the safety crew to grab that panel, put it on my wall. Hey, he's gonna go for the Morgan & Morgan backflip.
That was
beautiful landing.
Such a high jump. That might have been the highest backflip we've seen so far.
That definitely was, and that was just a beautiful landing on top of it on all 4s. Trying to go over the crush cars onto the pod here. Ooh. A little rough landing, but it was all on 4s. And
trying to back it up there.
I wonder if that.
Oh, and there it goes.
Oh, there it is.
Drive shaft.
I was just about to mention. I wonder if that tolling is going to cause any issues for the truck. And as I was going to say it, the drive shaft gives out. Very unfortunate ending for Kraken. This could have possibly rivaled Son of a Digger for the winning run, but just very unfortunate here for Kraken.
Do you think he went for the backflip ramp that early because he knew something was wrong with the truck?
I can only imagine that's what it was. You know, usually some of these guys save tricks like that for the ending. I guess Kraken knew the ending was coming up for him. As that's going to get fourth. Wow.
Fourth place with 30 seconds left on his time. Dude, that was definitely something that could have rivaled Son of a Digger's run. It's only a 13.7, but you know, hopefully we'll see him in a future event because I feel like Kraken could definitely be a champion.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a future world champion here we are watching. As our next opponent comes out, it's going to be Excalibur, looking to draw his sword on the crowd tonight and win the competition.
Excalibur being Kraken's teammate, both from the same organization. The same organization as Jester and Sudden Impact. But, you know, Excalibur is going to be coming out here. It's Excalibur and Kraken for this event. And he's going to go into a stoppie immediately on his second trick.
Guys love doing these stoppies early here tonight. Excalibur trying to get a feel for the track here. He almost accidentally ran into the Morgan backflips coming out on his run, just wheeling it. As he's going to go on two wheels here off the ramp over another one.
Only our fifth truck out as he's going to get some nice air off of the racing ramp.
You want to slide it back around. Another ramp, decent air there. Excalibur really standing around these outer edges, not really the middle too much.
And sorry, I didn't mean fifth truck. I meant sixth truck out here today. So after Excalibur, we will be halfway through the event. But yeah, he's definitely getting some solid ground in here today. He's really liking that little mini ramp there as well.
Yes, he's loving that mini ramp. I gotta say, like I was saying, he hit the center pod just a handful of times.
Oh! And there goes another hood.
And he lands on the wheels.
Keep going, brother. You still got it. You still got 30 seconds left. You're on all four wheels. Keep going.
He's gonna pie. He's trying to get into a stoppie. He does.
Backing it up right towards us on the camera as he's balancing on the rears. Only 10 seconds left. No jump, no backflip just yet, but it looks like he might be going for it. No, maybe not.
Nope.
Oh, swinging it around.
Time's gonna expire here, but Excalibur's going for the Morgan backflip.
Oh, hits it kind of crooked. He's gonna get a. Oh my goodness.
Into a stoppie, and that's gonna be Excalibur's run. It was an alright run, you know. I have no too many complaints. He played it a little safe, but the backflip at the end is definitely going to save him in the standings.
I'd imagine that they do what Big Kahuna, or what they do with Big Kahuna, mainly just to keep it fair. But you know, because the judges did take that backflip into account for his run, and I imagine they'd do the same here for Excalibur.
I agree. That save right there was just insane. I can't believe he was able to pull that truck back off of that.
And it's second place, 17 or 16.4. That is what a score for Excalibur. Again,
I agree. Yeah.
First time that he's ever been out here. That's good. We're going to be saying that for a lot of the trucks here, but soon we will find our familiarity with our trucks. But yeah, that was one heck of a run.
As we have the man, the myth, the legend, El Toro Loco. Unfortunately, didn't have a great showing at San Diego, finished last, but he's looking to come out tonight. He is a truck on a mission, hoping to reclaim his title here, as he's going to do the smoke here, taunting the crowd a little bit. And I have really high hopes for him tonight. He brought out the black truck. I wonder what that means for him, but we're going to find out here soon.
Man, it's like you saw the script in my head and then absolutely just ripped it from my brain wrinkles, as you said exactly what I was going to say. But yeah, El Toro Loco out here, like you said, in the black scheme could mean something intimidating for the crowd, as you would say. But El Toro Loco lining it up for the step-up ramp. This man is hungry. He is ready to feast. As he's going to hit the step-up ramp. Major air already. Smoke out the nose, showing off what he can do already.
And by far highest jump of the night. I mean, that was just beautiful. Trying to go into a stoppie there, just couldn't pull it off. But man, what a way to start off a run, huh?
Absolutely. He's going to go over to the racing ramp. Didn't get as much air as we've seen other drivers do, but that's going to put him into a slap wheelie. That's pretty cool, I would say.
Oh yeah. And
El Toro Loco is just one of those trucks that you see and you immediately know that that's a Monster Jam truck. Yeah, El Toro Loco, he's made a name for himself over the past few decades. Obviously started off as Bulldozer, but now El Toro Loco had its own character, and this is definitely a truck that you want to watch out for in all competitions in any series that you see him in.
I agree. Definitely a truck that can win any and everywhere. As you see, he's definitely coming out for his run into a stoppie there, but he's gonna kiss the ground there on the nose. But definitely coming out here with a lot more intensity with his tricks here. He wants to reclaim that he is the best freestyler in this group.
The 7th truck out, so he's the first one of the second half to kick it off here tonight. 33 seconds. He's lining it up for the APAC. We're going to see what he'll be able to do with it. Oh, he didn't get the rotation. There goes his nose and the rest of his head. Oh my goodness. He still pulls it off though. Lands it. Oh, and that's going to crush the right front.
I wonder what's that going to do. He's haven't shut the truck off yet. He's going to try to finish off the run with 3 wheels.
10 seconds left on the clock. Not much he could do. That's a bad bounce.
And that's going to end off his run. El Toro Loco. Honestly, even though he didn't finish it, amazing run. I think this could possibly rival Son of a Digger here. I mean, it was just a great showing here from El Toro Loco. You could tell he did not want to go out like he did at San Diego.
Absolutely, and like you already said earlier, the highest we've seen the truck go here tonight. So we'll see if anyone is able to beat that. But El Toro Loco, even though he didn't pull off the backflip with the APAC ramp, he's definitely going to get himself a solid finish here. 15.7 for the score. I'd like to imagine that he probably should have gotten second, but you know what? More power to the judges, I suppose. But yeah, El Toro Loco with an amazing run.
I agree. That was just great all around from El Toro Loco. It's going to be hard to beat that from this second half here. That's only third, as they're going to pull him back over. Off to our next truck, the Gravedigger, the Godfather himself.
Talk about iconic trucks and iconic moments. Gravedigger is definitely not one to forget. If you forget about Gravedigger, you probably have some sort of dementia or something like that. But yeah, Gravedigger out here with a great save already. Talked over it. Yeah, Gravedigger out here with the green chassis. Everything screams icon.
Oh yeah, if you don't know Gravedigger, you had to just watch the sport yesterday. As another amazing save, and there goes the panel. And
there goes the right front. The right front is gone on Gravedigger's truck.
Oh yeah, he got flat, but when has a flat tire ever stopped Gravedigger before? He's not. This is going to take a lot more. It's going to take the officials themselves to pull this man off the track here tonight.
I mean, not even a minute in, and he's already down a tire. I'd like to imagine that this could hurt his run a lot. He's got a lot on the table to be desired from San Diego as he goes reverse over the pod. That was an amazing trick from him.
Into a wheelie on top of that, over the low ramp. He's driving this truck like nothing ever happened. You probably couldn't even tell that he had a flat tire if you weren't looking.
Does he even know he has a right front down, or is he just driving? I'd like to imagine that he's just driving right now.
Someone might want to relay that information to him because he's just going over on 2 wheels.
Balancing on one tire. He's on the flat, but he's going to pull it back on all 4s.
That was a wonderful trick. Holy. He's lined up for the Morgan backflip.
Yes, he is with
3 wheels.
With 3 tires. Can he do it? He gets the rotation. Oh, he's gonna. No, he's not gonna land it.
And that's gonna end his run. Gravedigger, ladies and gentlemen, showing just why he has the reputation he does.
Flexing the muscle that he has built over the last 40 years in Monster Jam history. 45, if I believe, correct? I might be wrong on that. But either way, you do not miss with Gravedigger. That was an incredible run.
Beautiful. Only one that could possibly be a run like this would be Son of a Digger. I would say El Toro Loco, but the judges really didn't like his run all too much. But just a great showing. I mean, the saves all around.
And it's first place.
He's going to pass Son of a Digger.
0.1 away from getting 18 flat, but 17.9 is the score to beat for the rest of the night for Gravedigger.
Definitely amazing showing. Worthy of that first place spot there.
And beautiful redemption from San Diego, as we remember, people say he was robbed in San Diego.
Yeah, not so much here tonight. It's Jurassic Attack, another classics truck out here tonight. An iconic, I would say iconic truck from the early 2000s, making his return. Been a little dormant the last couple decades, but looking to come out and make a showing here in Tampa Bay.
I mean, I've definitely seen him out in some other shows as well in the past couple years, but I would say I think we're good to call it a night, because I don't think we can follow up an act like Gravedigger did, but we'll see if Jurassic Attack is able to do that here.
I definitely think he has the potential to, you know. Probably a little rusty here.
Oh, big Soren. Oh, and that's going to land directly on the right front.
Let me backtrack. It was still a smooth landing. Well, there goes his teeth and his horn. The dentist is not going to like that too much.
Well, I mean, if Gravedigger was able to do it on a flat, then Jurassic Attack's got to do it on a broken axle, right?
I don't think he has much of a choice left.
But yeah, you know, another nose for the eBay marketplace. But Jurassic Attack put it on a show as we're a little over a minute in. He's lining up for the Apex. Oh, and that's not good.
Oh man, a little rough entry.
Hard. Oh, and he's on fire.
There's the fire. You know, unfortunate ending for Jurassic Attack. He had a good run going, but unfortunately, it just went up in smoke.
30 seconds left. I guarantee that if he was able to complete the run and get the rest of those 30 seconds in, he easily could have had a top 5 finish here tonight.
Oh, without a doubt, but just very unfortunate. I wonder if the oh, there's some more fire. I wonder if that's going to take into effect with the judges, you know. Nice little smoke show. Not in the way Jurassic Attack probably would have hoped for, but
well, without a doubt, Jurassic Attack had high potential to give us a good run, but it was that trick right there that destroyed the right front axle. I'm so surprised the tire didn't fall off, but yeah, it was that is what done in Jurassic Attack. But 12.6 for 12th place.
Score, our lowest score tonight by almost a full point. And there's the Inferno right there.
Officials are going to tip the truck.
It's still blowing up as they pull it back over.
Well, fire seems to be gone now, but you know, we still got 2 more trucks here to run, and this truck is someone that you were pretty fond of, I would say.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a childhood favorite of mine, Stone Crusher. One of the first trucks I saw when I started watching the sport as a young jit.
Already off to a good start here. Stone Crusher trying to find where to hit that no one else has hit. But I feel like at this point in the night, I feel like all it really takes is just an incredible save or just an otherworldly trick in order to pull off something to take the lead away from Gravedigger.
I agree. And Stone Crusher always been more of a how to say, it's a dark horse, you know. He can perform really well, but there's always just been one that's been a tier above him as he's going to go over the step-up ramp here, getting some decent air. Not like what we've seen so far, but, you know, he's still learning the track. Trying to go over the apex. There's the air.
Oh my
Rough
goodness.
landing onto his nose, onto the roof. He's gonna pull it back though. Great save from Stone Crusher here.
I have no
He's gonna go
idea
for the
how he
Morgan
saved.
Morgan, or-
I have no idea how he saved that or how he was able to pull that off without getting any damage. But another nose for the collection. There needs to be a scientific study on how all of these trucks are losing their nose and almost nothing else. But but yeah, other than that, the only one that we don't really have for the collection is Son of a Digger. But you know, we'll work on that later. As he's continuing on in his run, 30 seconds left. We're gonna figure out what else he can do here. He goes for the step up ramp. Nice air from him.
Definitely nice air, you know, with that Son of a Digger one. I got the tools right here if you want to go pull that off after the show. But Stone Crusher moving around here off another ramp, decent air. This could be a top 5 run if he keeps it clean for these final 5 seconds.
There it is, the Morgan backflip. That's a high jump, lands on the side, and that's not how you land a backflip.
He finished the time, so I don't really think he cares too much.
Either way, that was an incredible run from Stone Crusher. One of the better ones that we've seen from the night.
I definitely agree. It was an amazing run from Stone Crusher here. I think it was worthy of a top 5 performance here, but no, it's up to the judges.
Yeah, we'll see what they think about it, as that trick right there is what baffles me the most on how he was able to hit that little ramp at the speed he did and not get any damage. That's a 17 flat, good enough for 3rd place. That could easily hold up for a top 5, especially with only one truck left.
Our first non-decibel point tonight as well. So.
That is true. Yeah, it's going to be 4th at the lowest for Stone Crusher, as this is our last truck on the night. Avenger, one that you never, ever forget about, as he soars through the sky just like most of his competitors have done, in a beautiful way to start his run.
I definitely agree. I wonder if him and El Toro Loco coordinated the colors here tonight. He's got Will Black car as well.
Showing off what kind of Florida weather that we got going on here tonight. A lot of heat in the air, so it kind of has to match in some of the trucks.
Yeah, I definitely agree. But Avenger, you know, one of our best performing trucks from San Diego, looking to make it 2 in a row here.
He had some incredible saves. He goes for the APAC, incredible rotation, and that's going to immediately get him some good points. Not even a minute in.
I want to say our first successful backflip off the apex tonight.
Absolutely.
It's going to go over the pod.
Ooh. Kind of rough on that right front.
I don't know how that drivetrain survived a landing like that.
You know, some of these trucks are more durable than others, and that's clearly showing here tonight. But Avenger putting on a show for these fans.
Don't know what that trick was, but honestly, I enjoyed it. Need to come up with a name for that one. Yo,
we'll call it on his tippy toes, I guess you could say, as you saw how he was bouncing on the front ends. But Avenger out here definitely not letting it go out easy for the rest of the pack.
Oh, no, he's definitely going to give these fans a nice little memory to walk home with. Unfortunately, that memory probably won't be a body panel like the rest of the trucks, but it's going to be a great performance here. He's going to hit another ramp.
10 seconds left. I can only imagine there's one more thing he wants to hit. And there it is, the Morgan backflip. Beautiful execution. Did it nearly perfectly. Backs it up all the way to the end, and that's time expired. That's an incredible run to end off the night.
I agree. That was definitely the way you want to end off a show like this. Let's see what the judges have to say as we're going to go to the replay here for Avenger. And honestly, this was probably one of my more favorite runs of the night.
You could just be saying that because Avenger's one of your favorite trucks, but, you know, I definitely agree that this is one of the best runs of the night as he goes on his tippy toes there. He's going to beat Stone Crusher by 0.1.
Man, definitely a bittersweet feeling for me, but hey, this was definitely worthy of a podium finish. I have no complaints with the judges there. But
me personally, I think it should have gotten second, but all around, that was a great run from Avenger.
it definitely was, and that is gonna do it for Monster Beam NP tonight from Raymond James Stadium, as we got our points here, and the top 5 just completely distanced themselves from the rest of the competition. They were in a class of their own. We had great runs, we had some disappointments, and we had a little bit in between, but all together we got the chaos, we got the carnage, we got everything Monster Beam is about. We'll be seeing you guys next week from Caesar Superdome in New Orleans to Crescent City, where we'll have hopefully what will be an even better performance than tonight. Congratulations to our winner, Gravedigger, and this has been Monster Beam MP from Raymond James Stadium, Tampa Bay, Florida. We'll see you all next time.
We're not quite at the outro just yet, buddy. He kind of overjumped it. We still got some other things to talk about. Of course,
Don't
like
worry,
we said,
we'll edit the rest of it out.
Oh, no, we probably won't. But Gravedigger finishing top of the board, much better from the 5th place that he finished at last week. Definitely what he wanted to see. But, of course, some disappointments as well, and some of the trucks that we saw here tonight. But now we can get into the outro. This has been Monster Beam Madness. We hope you guys enjoyed the show. Please be sure to let us know who you think should have won this event if you guys don't think Gravedigger deserved it somehow. But yeah, it was a great showing tonight. We can't wait to see you guys out in New Orleans, and we'll be looking out for you guys. See you guys next time on Monster Beam Madness.